This video is on distressed properties and the opportunity of how to become super rich in commercial real estate. I'm going to go over this video. This video just shows the easy stuff for the very beginners with low confidence and low abilities that I start people out with when I train them. How to get the skill and learn how to create real wealth. Now, these videos are on properties of like easy target properties to build confidence. But once you learn it and I teach you the system and the strategies, you can go for larger properties, make more money, and close more deals. Now these, like on this property, this apartment's on a fire sale. An apartment that caught fire and open for opportunity because insurance claims, because you have to, if you didn't have insurance from the tenants, and it is their fault, so their insurance doesn't cover it, which most of the time doesn't, you're looking at lawsuits, and you're looking at all kinds of problems, investigations, and all this stuff, and time to get paid out on the insurance, and to get this whole thing done. So this is on like a 20 units out of a 400 unit complex, and it leads to a big nightmare. So there's that, and then all the other apartments I'm going to go over and show you. Some other ones are like simple $1 to $5 million deal, but that one is an easy one to pick up. All these are off market because you can make your path in the industry and choose what you want to get with no competition, no realtors, and move in and close deals quick. Now, that's just the beginning. That's where I start you out on, and I'm showing you these so you can recognize what type of apartment you want to look at. Basically, a distressed type of apartment means distressed is in like, it can be a little bit older, distressed in cash flow, distressed on a little bit low occupancy, distressed by the competition in the area, and it can be distressed because of it's an owner operator, like a family owned or individual that's doing all the work, and also can be distressed, well, because of damage like the fire and stuff. So there's multiple reasons what you would call distressed.
How you doing today, boss?
What's up, buddy?
I bring this up because knowing the numbers is key. Knowing the numbers that matter and what matters is key, and being organized and very detailed and knowing it. Like I was saying, like Rockefeller at a young age got a job at 16 working for a book accounting assistant. He was so good and meticulous, he only paid 50 cents a day. He did it so well, and he was good being organized before because he earned money from doing chores and raising turkeys and all these things. So at this point, after 2 years, they wouldn't give him a raise, so he talked the bank into giving him a loan, and then he started his own business trading grain, turkey, and meat, and raised from the age between 16 to 18, $450,000 back then, and that would have been like probably $100 million now. The point is, he knew the numbers. He's so meticulous and knowing what matters. I teach you what matters. When I teach you how to do the numbers, I teach you all the formulas, the ratios, and the rules of thumbs, and everything that matters, the truths, the weaknesses, and everything, so you can calculate it and do these things in 2 minutes. Most of my students that pick up on the numbers and know this quick are able to transfer this on to them, and the success goes to them. From what I had, some of them may have done better or do just as well because they know the numbers and can do the calculations within 2 minutes, and you can close the deal. Now, some people, when they watch videos, they click through it and they don't pay attention to the numbers, and they question me and always ask me the same question and question. They don't get the concept. If you get the concept, you know the numbers, and you know the truth and the weaknesses, you can close deals, and all deals are the same, from $5 million to $10 million to $150 million to $200 million. I teach you all the same deals. So knowing the numbers and knowing the structure and the formula and being able to restructure, that is key to making super big money, and it's proven time and time again. When you have this knowledge and this ability to do this, you become unstoppable. That's what you want to target in the very beginning, and then after that, we move on to the bigger stuff. Now, what you get when you hire me is I'm going to teach you how to get the highest amount of margin of profit in commercial real estate. It's got to be like the highest margin of profit out of all the asset classes, or most of, or the very top asset classes. as everybody knows, it's made the most, well, real estate in general has made the most multimillionaires out of other industries. Now, why I'm teaching you, how I'm teaching you, is I'm teaching you the elite level inside machinery of how things really work on the elite level and how you capitalize and make the most money. I'm going to basically tell you how to create, take, and make, and I'm going to teach you how to close and maneuver the numbers, manipulate the numbers dynamically and control them and overcome them fast, overcome the obstacles, and be able to know the truth and the flaws in the industry and how to use them on every deal, notice the weak spots, and how to overcome whatever the problem is that is normal problems, how to use it to your advantage, how to negotiate, juggle, and how to make deals from like 1 to 20 deals at the same time by being able to communicate in a different language that will allow you to maintain and organize and have a note system to where you'll be able to pick up any deal and you'll be able to spot the weaknesses and you'll be able to negotiate with the seller and you'll be able to have like 1 to 20 deals going at the same time and be able to look at your notes and know immediately and be able to run the numbers and do these things and structure in your mind where you can negotiate and battle and get what you want with leverage within 2 minutes on every deal and close the deal on the phone in the first 2 minutes when you contact the seller. Now, it takes a little bit of learning and applying your mind, and I will basically take this information, I will teach you with private videos and one-on-one, reprogram your mind and program it to where it can be a machine and do it. Now, I'll make you very fast with the numbers and be able to structure deals and restructure deals upon every change. Now, that is very key because the richest people in the world are the fastest, best with the numbers. You think I'm kidding? Look at Rockefeller. He started out with the numbers. He's fast numbers. He's like one of the richest men in the world. People I sold my company to. Blackstone. Took my concept, moved on forward, infiltrated it. I mean, expanded it. They own the most real estate in the entire world. I mean, I sold this company like 15 years ago for $90 million, which was a loss. Could have got $1 billion. The point is, I have the system perfected to where if you install it in your mind and you go through the every bit of the art of it, every bit of the skill that I'm teaching and the system, the way it works on each deal, when you work it up, it becomes programmed into your mind where you can do it fast within 2 minutes, and you know the flaws, you know the problems, you know what the truth is, you know where the lie is, and you know how to close the deals fast and get $1 to $5 million per deal, and you close super fast. Once you close your first deal, it's a domino effect. It's the fast forward domino effect. And I'm not talking about pre-kindergarten, raise the rent, cut expenses, mass market YouTube morons pretending they know commercial real estate mentorship, kindergarten level, waste your time, who cares, talk about the dumb stuff that doesn't matter. I talk about the stuff that makes money, get you cash, and able to pull off big money. Now, this isn't about just certain type of real estate or commercial real estate or anything. I'm talking about a large set of commercial real estate. It applies to most all of them. In commercial real estate, as in retail, it applies to brand new ones, older ones, or older ones that are on the market. New shopping malls, strip malls, corner malls, all these malls, no distress at all. Apartments, you can make double or triple your money with somewhat, a little bit of stress, but I teach you between commercial real estate on the retail and the apartment level how to get into the development side as you're doing these deals at the same time. So you're doing apartments, retail, and development at the same time, all no money out of pocket, while getting in Fortune 500 vendors and things into your malls and things like that, and setting everything up and getting a new focus identity and moving in a new structure and phases and a system to where all this stuff works together and allows you to move from buying and maneuvering every bit of commercial real estate at the same time and closing deals. Now, this is for the smart-minded person that wants to move themselves to the next level and get out of this consumer victim gets played versus being played versus learning the plays mentality. Everybody on the internet doing commercial real estate, they show this and that and blah, blah, blah. They say they got all these bullshit stuff and they're super rich, is not on the elite level. That is the hidden rules, the hidden opportunities, hidden strategies, and the hidden systems that has walls and walls and layers to prevent others from getting into it because they are getting played. I'm going to teach you how the plays are and how you're going to learn how the system works. And this is the same level that once you get into it, you're going to be doing, instead of $1 to $5 million deals, you'll be doing $5 to $150 million deals, and you'll be able to close on deals with other people on the same elite level, which will happen once you have your confidence up and you learn language, you learn your system, and you got it down, and then you have this game that you know in your mind and how it's played because it's on different rules. And once you start learning these equations, the sequence, the formula, design, the way you engineer it, the way wealth is really created, and be able to close in 1 week, and you have this confidence, and you're going to the next level from 30 to 50 million, then 50 to 150 million dollar deals, you're going to run into the same people that I'm talking about, and deals that go from going from being easy to super easy, from rich to super rich. I do this in corporate credit, and I do this in commercial real estate, and I've been doing this for years. I don't put a lot of everything out here that I own. I put things out here that some of my clients are getting into and all that kind of stuff. I keep this very minimal about what I've gotten, what I've not done, and what I own and what I don't own, and I eliminate the show-off part of it to just show what you need to learn. Because the only way you're going to make success is by transferring it to somebody else, and they are able to get results, and the results are the proof. You'll be able to get the results and the proof once you learn this, and I help you one-on-one. Now, it takes a bit of learning curve. Once you learn the curve, put in the time and learn the learning curve and learn the language and learn the system, and I'm there for you every step of the way, and the private videos will get you at such a high level, you'll know more than everybody that you contact, be it realtor, owners, or whatever, within just after watching the first videos. But once you get that, you have to, when I teach you the language, the way we communicate, and where you're looking at the flaws and the weaknesses and finding the lies, and you get to the truth and how to leverage deals and how to negotiate deals and how to get around the realtors and how to deal with the sellers and close these deals, you're going to start learning how to perfect your own system, your own personality, and your own strategy, and this method and the confidence that you're going to have, you're going to be able to start closing deals and deals and deals and deals. But you got to put in a little bit of effort. It's not just mass market, here's the book, read this, here's general information, it's not going to work, and then blah, 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 throw it in the trash, and you just didn't do anything. This, even if you are super slow and retarded, if it took you a year, which I have yet to have somebody take a year, you're still talking like $1 million to $3 million your first deal. Once you have your first deal closed, after that, you realize you believe it. Because in the very beginning, you're not sure if you believe this is reality. Reality is once it hits your mind and all this stuff falls into place and it sinks. Like the round peg goes in the round hole and it all lines up in your mind. Once that happens and you start cutting loose on this commercial real estate stuff and you start making the money, you're going to have a heart attack and realize that it took you more effort and more time to create a life of poverty and getting by on average and complaining and struggling your whole life, and it took you 20 minutes to close a $1 to $3 to $5 million deal. Well, granted, it took you enough knowledge to hire me, learn the information, learn the system, and perfect the language and the way you look at things and the way you see things, which, I've had hard jobs and stuff that put in a lot of effort, a lot of time, and like, college, you're talking 9 years and all these other things. 13 if you talk about internships and blah, 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 and that's going broke. But if you do this and you put in real time for the amount of return, there is no better profit margin that you can get and learn on any other industry than this. I don't even think if you did selling drugs would get this kind of margin. If you do this right, the margin on this would be better than selling drugs. And we're talking like high level. Not that I've ever done that stuff. I'm just saying the profit is there. It's huge. That's why everybody on the internet, when they talk about their little 2% or 10% or little baby gains, I'm laughing because, like, if you know the real side of the story and how things fit together, you're talking massive amount of profit. So, if this sounds like something you're interested in and you'd like to get into the other side of the equation and be on the rich side of life, then this will be for you. And you like to put in effort and you're tired of being screwed by inflation and having no cash when you can be super rich with effort. You can't just get in here, be negative, and not try. You have to apply, and instead of getting played, you're going to learn the plays, and you're going to learn the system, and you're going to learn the hidden rules and the way and the strategies and the angles and everything that is done in commercial real estate, because I've done this for so many years from an underwriting perspective and selling on a portfolio's perspective to like private banks and everything, and I've trained people and I've trained loan officers and I've sold the company and I know the system and I've got the system and I teach it and I've been able to do it, and I'm able to do that for you if you're a good student and you apply yourself. Okay, this set of information will allow you to create a financial windfall versus like your normal person going at single families and fix and flips and all this, which gives them emotional mental breakdown. Money has nothing to do with emotions. I give it to you straight, black and white, and how you look at it and how you make money and how you set up the framework to make the $1 billion versus being on the outside where you're sitting there begging for a chance, being a victim, being the consumer, buying everything on the consumer level, buying real estate, buying even commercial real estate on a beggar perspective and getting no profit, no margin, and still being played. This industry is more than, like I've said, than the car industry, because if you're on the inside, everybody else is feeding you money. Tenants, buyers, even sellers, you're getting the money from them because you know more than they know. And this industry has so much stuff that you can capitalize on because other people don't know the real industry and the way things work. This is why the people that are in it are either super, super rich and you don't hear about them and they're not on the internet making stupid videos, or they're on the bottom side of it and they're all over the place and they don't have crap and they look like they're trying to say they have a bunch of stuff when that's not the real money. Now, I've been through a divorce. I've made super rich money. I've done this old company and all this stuff. I already went off the chart on making money, my God. So I've changed that, and now I'm giving back information because I like the industry, but I've already gotten every single thing financially I ever wanted. And I don't do videos on that. I don't really talk about it, but when I say that, I mean it. Because, like, at a point, well, money doesn't really matter. But the older you get, the less it matters. And what does matter is making other people successful and getting more value from things like that than actual money itself. So, that's the truth. That's where we're at. If you're interested and want to move forward and get things going with your life and commercial real estate, give me a call at 312-473-4163. Thanks.
realize your power. Finding out myself. Finding out myself. Power. Realize your power. Finding out myself. Finding out myself.
Go where you wanna go. Do what you're gonna do. Do what you wanna do. Go where you wanna go. Get on with it. Come on, get on with it. Come on, get on with it. Come on, get on with it. It's what I say. What I say. Listen what I say. Listen what I say. Listen what I say. What I say. Get on with it. Come on, get on with it. I go left, you go right. Lift it up. Dance all night. I go left, you go right. Lift it up. Dance all night. I go left, you go right. Lift it up. Dance all night. I go left, you go right. Baby, you're gonna be mine. Baby, you looking so fine. Baby, you gonna be mine. Baby, you looking so fine. Baby, you're gonna be mine. Baby, you looking so fine. Baby, you gonna be mine. Baby, you looking so fine. I go left, you go right. Lift it up, dance all night. I go left, you go right. Lift it up, dance all night. I go left, you go right. Lift it up, dance all night. I go left, you go right. Lift it up, dance all night. Get on top now. Get on top. Get on top. Get on top, yeah.
Power. Realize your power. Finding out myself. Finding out myself.
I go left, you go right. Lift it up, dance all night. I go left, you go right. Lift it up, dance all night. I go left, you go right. Lift it up, dance all night. I go left, you go right. Lift it up, dance all night. I go left, you go right. Lift it up, dance all night. I go left, you go right. Lift it up, dance all night. I go left, you go right. Lift it up, dance all night. I go left, you go right. Lift it up, dance all night.
Power. Realize your power. Finding out myself.